I've sold my fair share of goods to Highlander adventurers, but I'd not describe such clients as particularly gentlemanly, I'm afraid. Good morrow to you, madam. Oh, you're looking for someone, a gentlemanly Highlander. I know not this man of whom you speak, but mayhap Mistress Elise does. She is well acquainted with rather a lot of merchants and noblemen. A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? My apologies, I cannot say I've had dealings with a man as you describe. Oh, what voice did I give Nashu? I forgot. Sir! I say, sir! You must be checking your ledger to see if he was a customer. That's very kind of you, sir. As ever, a warm welcome to you, miss. How may I be of service? A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? Now that I think of it, I've heard tell of a foreigner who may be the man of whom you seek. Begging your pardons, miss, but did you say you know Inspector Hildebrand? An acquaintance of yours, I presume. I do not know his name, only that he is here by invitation of Lord Enmon, or so it is rumored. Surely, as a ward of House Forto, it would be a trifling matter to go and ask after him at the manor. Core! I knew it was serendipity to Forto Manor. Yeah, Heavensward Hildy, Sakat. Well met, Mistress Doom. Do you require assistance? Aye, it is as you say. At this time, Lord Edmund is entertaining a foreign guest. Huzzah! We found the inspector! If I am not mistaken, their meeting should be ending shortly. If you like, you may retire to the gazebo and wait for our guest to depart. A gazebo? Aren't those dangerous? Then again, you seem a responsible sort, not like to let a wild gazebo run amok. Very well, we humbly accept your offer. I swear, Nashu. And if it wakes up, I'll have you there to protect me. And I just nod. With what powerful magics did they tame this dreadful fiend? That must be Inspector Hildebrand. Probably not. I cannot well imagine how arduous your journey must have been. Truth be told, I've found the brisk Corthan air to be rather invigorating. It stimulates body and mind, both. A welcome benefit when one must discuss matters of commerce. I dare say we would not have accomplished so much otherwise. I really don't think this is Hildebrand. There you are, Inspector. I've been looking all over for you. I had a feeling it wasn't Hildy. Well, it's Godbert. I say, who do I see before me? Not one, but two of my beloved son's faithful companions. Lord Godbert! But I thought... Hildy, in Ishgard. This is the first I've heard of it. Aha! I've found you at last, heretic! Oh no. Oh wait, who are you? Yes, you, the hulking brute with a mad gleam in his eye. Your brazen heresy is plain for all to see. Surrender yourself to the Inquisition at once. What the heck is this? I beg your pardon. This man is an olden merchant, here at the behest of House Forto. Such baseless accusations will not be tolerated. A guest of House Forto? Then he couldn't possibly. Though there were those two wards that... But they were acquitted of all charges in trial by combat. And if he demands the right to, then I would personally have to... Oh dear. 1,000 apologies, good sir. I spoke out of turn. I am Seer. And, as you may have guessed, I am an inquisitor who has been charged with investigating reports of a rather suspicious, possibly heretical individual. Ho ho ho! A heretic, you say? One who bears a passing resemblance to me? Oh no, is it Hildy? Is Hildy the heretic? Aye, a man rather muscular, wearing dark garments, acquitting himself in somewhat gentlemanly fashion, as some might say. This heretic sounds like the spitting image of Inspector Hildebrand. Could he be a fan? Say again? Are you acquainted with such a man? I see. And the man you are looking for is Godbert's son? It would seem that our investigation may be connected, so I put to you a proposal. The first reported sightings of the heretic I am tracking came from Falcon's Nest. Mayhap we should journey there together. It is, after all, possible that we are seeking the selfsame individual. If so, and he is innocent, it would be best if you were present when I apprehend him. That we might resolve this matter without incident. I say we go with him, Zordia. This looks to be our best lead yet. Then I shall accompany you there. It has been far too long since I laid eyes on my beloved son, and there is a chance we might be reunited. I should be glad to seize it. Then it is settled. We shall leave for Falcon's Nest at once.
Look at them shorts, though. Mistress Doom, are these your traveling companions? The mysterious muscular vagabond. I guess a patrol sighted him lurking near the dusk vigil. Thinking he might be a lost traveler, they called out to him, but rather than approach, he fled. Quite frankly, I'm surprised you bothered to come all this way. That sighting barely warranted a mention in my report. Aha! The unmistakable scent of heresy! Terribly sorry. Old habit. I picked up from my mentor. I know. I will not rush to judgment as before. Still, much as I hope you find your missing inspector, I must confess some small desire that we instead unearth a lingering pocket of heresy. Or, of late, there have been virtually no confirmed instances of heretical misdeeds. It's gotten so bad that some are speculating our funding may be reduced, or worse, that the Inquisition's operations may come under review. That is why, alone as my witness, I will find and bring a heretic to justice, and prove that our order still has value in these uncertain times. Freaking Nashu's sleeping. Yes, I understand you have your reasons, but whether or not this vagabond was a heretic remains to be seen. Still, if you are set upon your course, you might begin your search near the Dusk Vigil. An excellent suggestion, Sir Redwald. Should we succeed in our endeavor, rest assured that you will share in the glory. Shrug. I guess. The hunt continues onward to the Dusk Vigil. I'm told the region is especially cold, so do not forget to dress appropriately for the weather. Godbird in his god shorts. I trust you are managing. Good. It would be a shame if we had to turn back now. God, is he wearing less clothes? This land has a beauty all its own, don't you think? Pity my dear wife isn't here to enjoy it.
Look, it's frozen! Wait, does that mean the fish are frozen too?
Fury, take me! It's freezing! Bah, this is a waste of time. No living thing could survive in this godforsaken wasteland. Hildy could.
Over there, look! Someone's coming from the vigil! Inspector, is that you?
As I live and breathe, of all the places to be reunited with Master Zombiebrand's compatriots, how fair you that— wait, I feel like I need to give him a dead voice. What's a dead voice? As I live and breathe, of all the places to be reunited with Master Zombiebrand's compatriots, how fair you this streaming evening. Hark! A heretic raised from the dead by his brother's unholy magics!
He's not a heretic. He's one of the gentle dead men. What brings you so far from Uldar, good sir?
Well, as you know, ours is a rather lonely existence, so when we heard rumors of an abandoned fortress held by zombies, we were delighted. I was chosen to serve as an emissary and set out immediately. Alas, it seems my efforts were for naught. Truly, every last one dead. That is to say, irrevocably dead. If it was necessary, then so be it. Still, after coming all this way, it is more than a little disappointing, you understand?
Then, my calculations were wrong? The inspector didn't land in Corthus?
Now, do not fret so. If it is our overlord you seek, then you are in luck. As the founder of the Gentle Deadmen, our fates and our aether are inextricably entwined. In fact, I can feel it calling to me now.
Truly, good sir, you can guide us to Inspector Hildebrand?
As surely as my rotting nose can lead me to fresh brains. Follow me, my friends. Freaking Nashu. One must remain vigilant for heresy, for it can manifest in myriad ways. 'Tis a vile, insidious sickness which must needs be burned out ere the infection take hold. Surely zombification would qualify, yes? Confound it! They've left us behind! Don't call it a comeback! The names of these! OMG! Who do they think they are, commandeering this investigation, and employing a zombie as a bloodhound? It beggars belief. With me, Zordia. Frickin' Godbert. Sicknesses want to fester and spread, yes? Is it truly safe to consort with this man?
Inspector! Inspector!
basking in this magnificent scenery fills me with inspiration. Hold a moment, my friends. I must needs concentrate. Master Zombibrand is indeed nearby, but there is also something else. Mayhap a powerful magic, confounding my senses. I can guide you no further. We must needs split up and search the area. Now see here, these wastes are infested with wild beasts and you would have us split up? Zordia can handle herself true, and you've clearly no reason to fear death. What of Mistress Nashu? I take your meaning. My good zombie, Zordia, pray see to the lady's protection. Inquisitor Sir, would you care to take the lead?
Come on, you two. The inspector is out there somewhere.
Those sculpted legs clad in gentlemanly trousers. I know them. Where? I see nothing. What are you saying? Oh, there they are. Never mind. I cannot with Hildy.
Look, Zordia, that's got to be the inspector. And he's surrounded by giant fluffy man-shaped gazebos.
Nay, my lady. Those are not mere gazebos. Note their regal bearings. They are gentlemen gazebos, fearsome yet fastidious foes, who would surely tear me rotting limb from rotting limb. Only Zordia can save Master Zombibrand now.
Aye, I see it now. They are rather more dignified and gentlemanly than your average gazebo. Inspector, can you hear me? We've been looking all over for you. Oh, but this just won't do. We've got to get you out of there before you catch a cold.
This is so questionable. You're gonna give the man the splits, bro.
Up and at them! Everyone is waiting for you.
Forgive me. If I pull any harder, my arms are like to tear. Ah, there you are. We heard shouting. Have you perchance found something? Fury, take me. Is that my heretic? Confound it. I wanted him alive.
Inspector Hildebrand is definitely not a heretic, and he's probably not dead either. He's just hibernating, like last time.
Hildy ever was a late riser. Fear not. My wife and I had our ways of waking him. Oh god. Oh god. Everyone's stepping back. Oh god. Hildebrand! Heliodor, right this instant! His full name. Fear went flying! Bro. I cannot with Godbert. He's even deeper now. Was it the Manderville Meteor Strike or the Manderville Meteor Drive? Bah! Maybe Julian was right. Trying to name everything only leads to needless confusion. One more time then. Out you go! Vivi?
Splendidly suplexed, Lord Godbert.
Where am I? The snowy wastelands of Korthus, and who are these people I see before me? Ah, but of course, who else would venture into inhospitable climes and wake me from my slumber? Sweet but my beloved fans! Why do I feel as though I've stepped through a portal into an alternate reality and bound by laws of logic? What is that? A Mehmet? Where did it come from? Oh, that? When my father drove me into the earth, I found it buried beneath the snow. Mimi!
A little Lalafellin girl! How adorable!
Nashu, please. Note the firm, muscular legs, not unlike my own. 'Tis clearly a Lalafellin boy.
Now that you mention it, I suppose his features are rather masculine.
You two cannot possibly be serious. I am the very soul of seriousness, good sir, especially in matters of deduction. This is undoubtedly a young boy who, much like myself, fell into a deep slumber upon being buried beneath the snow. Now then, let us gently wake him and ascertain his identity. There, that ought to do it.
G. What is this place? Who am I?
What is that face?
I remember nothing.
Surely there's a perfectly logical explanation for all of this. Sir, you are going to be very, very disappointed. Master Zombiebrand is alive and full of beans. It's a miracle. 'Tis not in all creation that cannot be prepared with a little tender love and care.
Inspector Hildebrand's back, and he brought a friend.
It would seem that although Father's ungentle ministrations served to restore this young boy to life, they also robbed him of his memory. Vivi!
How did I get here? Who am I? Why can I not remember?
Do not worry, young man. Everything will be all right. Take it from me. I have lost my memory more times than I can even remember.
Then can you help me to remember?
Hearken to me now, for I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby swear to solve the mystery of the amnesic Hobbledehoy.
Wonderful, wonderful! I'll get started on a batch of Nashu's delights.
Effective as your explosives were in the past, I suspect that young GIGI lacks the hard constitution required to survive such an approach.
GIGI? Is that my name?
When you woke, you were muttering GG, GG. I suspect the phrase may hold some significance for you, so until such time as we learn your real name, I say why not adopt it as a playful moniker? But, that's just a sound all mammoths make. What kind of imbecile goes and names a mammoth Gigi anyway?
GIGI? I like this name. Thank you, kind sir. But how will this new name help me to remember who I am?
Patience, Gigi. This is only the beginning. Next we will return to the city and see if we cannot find any who know who you are. Come along. Now that I know our overlord is safe and sound, I too must take my leave of you and return to my brothers. I dare say rigor mortis will set in if I remain here any longer. Bound for Thanalan? Then allow me to accompany you. Julian will give me no end of trouble if I keep her waiting much longer, though perhaps she will forgive me once I tell her of Hildy's return. This is rather a lot to digest, though you have the look of one accustomed to such happenings. In any case, regardless of Mistress Nashu's protestations, the inspector will not be granted access to the capital until we can confirm that he is not a heretic. You have my word that he will be treated fairly. I freaking swear, this guy obsessed with heretics. Uh-oh. It is the unknown person. Fury, take me, that man! Zordia, I suppose you have heard the news then? That Inspector Hildebrand was cleared of all suspicion and judged to be no more than an eccentric curiosity? If you were looking for him, good luck. I wanted to thank him for his cooperation, but as soon as the Temple Knights released him, he and his assistant ran off to God's nowhere with that Mehmet in tow. As for my investigation, in spite of all the twists and turns, I managed to salvage a satisfactory result. As far as the Inquisition is concerned, the suspicious vagabond was not more than a zombie, which wandered away from the dusk vigil, sickness which has since been purged. So it would seem that all is right with the world once more, for now. I have no doubt that the Inspector will turn up again like a bad gill, and when he does, trouble is sure to follow. Oh, is this the end of chapter 1? Hey, end of chapter 1! Nashu! Frickin' Hildebrand! GG! See you, Inspector! In chapter 2. I pray this morn finds you well, Zordia. Or at least better than it finds me. It seems I've no choice but to seek out that Inspector and convince him to surrender up his mammoth to me. 'Twas an earth under most suspicious circumstances, after all, and who can say what secrets or hearsay it might hold? Therefore, the Inquisition would conduct a thorough inspection, and if needs must, destroy it. No, don't destroy it! Given his affinity for the contraption, I fear the Inspector may not be amenable to my request. Nevertheless, he must be made to see that it is in the interest of the public safety. Would you be willing to help me persuade him? Depends. Fury be praised. At least you have seen reason. Let us pray he will as well. I am given to understand that while the Inspector and his assistant have been wandering all over the city with the Mamet in tow, they often frequent the gazebo near Forto Manor. With any luck, they will be there now. This is just a random Lala? Those are really cold clothes. I mean, really, I don't think those are good clothes for...
Isn't she adorable? To the very pinnacle of the heavens.
Verily shall we scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for the answers we seek. Every day shall be filled with grand adventures and stuff of fairy tales and legends.
Huzzah! A grand adventure in the deepest pits of the seven hells.
Gigi doing the same thing! Oh my gosh, I love it! Well posed, Gigi, well posed. Dare say you have the potential to be an exemplary inspector someday. Well posed, Gigi, well posed. I dare say you have the potential to be an exemplary inspector someday. Right, that's enough of that. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine, I hereby command you to surrender that mammoth of suspected heretical origin into my custody. Why, hello there, Zordia, and Inquisitor Sir. Ever the jester, accusing poor Gigi of being a clockwork heretic, when 'tis plain to see that he is merely a precocious young lad.
Oh, there you go again, confusing the poor girl. As if those big, beautiful, boxy eyes aren't the soul of femininity.
I swear, Nashu. Nashu, please, were you not witness to the magnificent display of Mandervillian masculinity mere moments ago?
That's 'cause you haven't taught her any better. She needs a proper role model to show her what's what.
These two, I swear. Mistress Doom, Inspector Sir, what's all this commotion? We can hear you from the courtyard. Oh. Ah! Edmond! Oh, Lord Edmund! My sincerest apologies for the disturbance. I am come to seize this mammoth on behalf of the Inquisition. In fact, which I clearly explained to the Inspector before you arrived. At which point, they set to bickering about the contraption's gender. What say you, my lord? Do you think Gigi is a boy or a girl? I swear. 'Tis clearly a strapping young lad, no? Fury take me, not you too, has the whole world gone mad? Fine, fine. But even supposing that this Gigi is a real boy, is this Pinocchio? You cannot deny that the circumstances of his discovery and miraculous resuscitation were most unusual. He cannot be suffered to roam the city with impunity until the Inquisition is determined he is not a threat. I beg your pardon. Miraculous resuscitation? I see. Then until such time as Gigi recovers his memory, mayhap it would be best if you adopted him as a ward of House Manderville. I will even stand as witness here and now, if you wish. Wow! Adopt? Then that would make me Gigi's father? Doubtless the Inquisition would think better of taking any action which might threaten the cordial relationship between our two houses. Yes, of course, I'll do it! I, Hildebrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby grant this child the patronage of House Manderville.
Aw. Papa! Hildy! The inspector finally became a father! It's so beautiful!
Quite. Now that you need no longer fear the Inquisition, you are free to show GIGI more of our fair city. Indeed, I strongly encourage you to do so. Mayhap by the grace of the Fury, something will jog its memory. Thank you, Lord Edmund. I shall not forget this kindness. Come, my faithful assistant, my beloved son. We must away.
Hildy is a father! I cannot with this game.
Oh, hello. I would not presume to question your grand design, but confound it all! Well, mayhap I cannot detain the Mamet, but I am still within my rights to observe the blasted thing. Lord Godbert will be pleased to hear that his son is as hale and healthy as ever. Not that I would ever presume to meddle on another father's behalf, and certainly not without consent.
I like how Lord Edmund is actually looking out for Hildy for Godbert.
Ugh, how long must I stand around waiting for that Mamet to do something passably heretical? Judging by the size of their estate, they've wealth to rival House Manderville.
Do we get to see their Manderville house at some point?
Core, look at all of them halberds! I've never seen such a well-armed building before.
Come now, GIGI, surely gazing upon this wondrous work of Ishgardian architecture stirs something within your soul. This grand manor of House Duren Male Sorte. Pray do not fill the boy, the Mamet's head, with such nonsense. That is the supreme sacred tribunal of Hellenic inquisitory doctrine. I should know, I work there. Furthermore, I am quite certain that there is no House Durin Male Sarte, and that is rather ludicrous portmanteau of the 4 high houses, including that esteemed house which but recently stood as witness to your adoption.
Well, Gigi, do you remember anything?
Uh-huh.
No, nothing.
I say, rather than parading him before the grandiose, why not give him a taste of something more prosaic? Let us make our way to the holy stables, that he might bask in the singular sights, sounds, and smells of Ishgard's famous chocobos.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna love that. Because Vivi loved chocobos. Sir's like,
Patience, patience, I watched Heretic never sins. Such noble creatures, chocobos! How many halcyon days did I pass in the saddle racing across the windswept plains?
So, if I want hair that color, I'd have to eat plums, foul fruits, and pineapples? But how many?
Yo, Gigi's gonna love chocobos. Vivi loved chocobos, so I'm assuming that Gigi's gonna love them too.
Splendid specimens of horse-bird flesh, would you not agree? In the hands of a skilled jockey, any one of them could take first place at the saucer. These chocobos are the pride of the Ishgardian cavalry, and any temple knight who dared exploit them for personal gain would answer to the Fury herself.
How about now, Gigi? Do you remember anything about Ishgard? Be sure to sniff the chocobos, it might help. It didn't.
You know, just because you found him in a Corthan snowbank, it doesn't mean he hails from Ishgard. Which is why we ought to try taking him to the markets and exposing him to all manner of goods from across Eorzea. Excellent suggestion, Inquisitor. Wait, am I now complicit in this farce? Fury, forgive me.
Yes, you are complicit.
But I want one! I want one! Buy me a chocobo, please, Father!
Oh my gosh, he's doing the thing with his hat!
Father, that strange-looking thing is staring at us. G, am I that strange-looking?
Aw, no, Gigi, you're perfectly fine the way you are.
You are a beautiful Mamet.
Receive your orders, detain your heretic, meet your quota, Fury, take me. He used to be so simple. Frightening on occasion, I grant you, what with my mentor's little episodes, but simple nonetheless.
What if I pick one with my eyes closed? And gave it as a name day gift to myself. Oh, I wonder what I'd get me.
These goods would fetch a high price in Ulda.
Why bother? It's no use. Aww.
Now, Gigi, you must not give to despair so easily. Did I not promise you days filled with grand adventures and the eventual discovery of your mislaid memories? Spirits, Gigi, spirits! Oh no! How much is that gonna cost? Bruh. My word, a vase flung to the ground with reckless abandon! Could this be the opening salvo of an indiscriminate campaign of vandalism? I swear. One waged by your wild gesticulations, perhaps? At least look before you strike a pose. The gods only know how much that vase cost. Or vase. Vase or vase.
123,504,000 gil. At last assessment, 'twas over 700 years old and graced the homes of a dozen archbishops, 8 counts, 2 lords, commanders, and 1 duke.
100 million gil! Oh, Halon, why have you forsaken me? Is this pocket change? Yo!
Well, would you look at that?
It's a miracle, nay, the divine intervention of the Fury herself.
Did I do that?
Gigi, my boy, that was marvelous. You're a born artisan, just like father.
Papa, Hildy's Papa. Your grandpapa, Godbert, the man who woke you with a few gentle taps to the noggin. You wouldn't believe what else he can do with that hammer of his. Why, some folks say he wields the very powers of life and death. Once he and the missus come back from their tour of the Western Highlands, I'm sure they'd love to see that trick of yours.
Do not demean this Mamet's power as a mere parlor trick. We just witnessed a miracle, and I demand that you all acknowledge it. Sir?
This Mamet.
Sir, I say, sir, 100 million gil for the Mamet. Nay, 100 million gil and the Duke's priceless vase. My word, is this what passes for trade in Ishgard? Gigi is my flesh and blood. I will not sell him at any price.
Please, Papa Hildy, no more. I know you mean well, but we can deny the truth no longer. I am a Mamet.
Gigi, whatever has gotten into you? You are my son. You are a Manderville man. Aw, Gigi.
Listen to your papa, Gigi. You're a Manderville girl through and through. Stop it, both of you. You're not my papa or my mama.
Aw, I want to hug Gigi. The unmistakable scent of, well, perhaps not heresy exactly. Regardless, that Mamet's power cannot be allowed to fall into the wrong hands.
Oh, children do say the most hurtful things.
Well, it is only to be expected. Gigi is at a rebellious age. Strange as it may sound, I too tested my parents' patience, and that on more than one occasion. But if they could weather that storm, then so can I.
I say we find out what's got him thinking he's a Mamet.
I swear. Do I like steampunk? I do. But he is a Mamet. How can you not? Oh, never mind. The course of fatherhood never did run smooth, but I, Hildebrand, guardian of Gigi, doting parent extraordinaire, shall find a way to overcome this trial and be reconciled with my beloved son.
That's the spirit. Solving a simple case of childhood rebellion should be easy for a man who has unmasked thieves, defeated duelists, and led armies of the undead.
Yes, that's all very... Wait. What was that about the undead? Actually, don't tell me. For now, all that matters is finding that Mamet. We should begin by speaking with the sentries stationed at the city gates and their airship landing. If Fury help us, he has left Ishgard, we need to know about it sooner rather than later. I will visit the Ark of the Worthy, while the inspector and his assistant head to the airship landing. You can question the guard at the gate near the manufactory, after which we will regroup there and share our findings. Dismissed. Little fellow with the wide brim hat. Aye, he came through here. bought passage on a supply ship bound for Falcon's Nest. One of them was named Lalafels, right? Funny little buggers. Seemed keen to be anywhere but here. Well, if GIGI left the city, it was not by the main gates. And the sentries at the airship landing have seen no one matching his description. Falcon's Nest, fury take me. Must we return to that freezing pit of despair? Wheresoever GIGI goes, I will follow him and find him and embrace him as my son once more. However, I surmise our final destination lies far beyond the walls of said outpost. Indeed, there is but one reason he would return to those frozen wastes. To frolic in the snow and cast his worries to the wind. Really? He seemed in no mood to frolic when last I saw him. As I recall, he used his arcane powers to mend a vase. Or vase. Only to become morose and belligerent when it became clear to him that he was, in fact, a Mamet. One might even say he remembered what he was, remembered his purpose, so he returned to Western Corthus, that famous breeding ground for heresy, where first we found him, home to his heretic masters, to share with them the intelligence he had gathered on the city. At long last, the undeniable, the unquestionable, the unmistakable scent of heresy. What are we standing around for? We have a heretic to catch.
Inspector, I'm starting to think that Inquisitor Seer might not think very highly of our little girl.
It is possible, but I would not presume to know his feelings, he voiced them explicitly. I swear, Hildebrand. Until such time as he does, we should endeavor to surreptitiously bring him round to the opinion that GIGI is a boy of pure heart and good intent. Subtlety in all things, Nashu. That is the Manderville way. That is not the Manderville way. I would know those tiny footprints anywhere. GIGI came this way. Aha! I knew it! The Mehmet immediately left the outpost and looks to have headed north along the river. By the Fury, I cannot wait to finally catch him in the company of heretics.
I don't much like your tone, Inquisitor. If our baby girl ran afoul of any heretics, she'd look them square in the eye and tell them she doesn't want any. But hey, Inspector, I think I just had one of those moments, of insight. Maybe GIGI came out here to find Lord Godbert. I did tell her grandpapa might like to see that trick of hers.
Brilliant deduction, Nashu. He must be eager to meet his grandparents. The self-same ones he renounced when he declared you were not his father? Ah ha ha ha! What a fine young gentleman, eager to explore his heritage. Let us make haste, my friends, for a reunion of 3 generations of Mandervilles beckons. I really can't be bothered. The Mehmet lies motionless in the snow, fragments of ice stuck to its cap, suggesting the impact of something small and round traveling at high speeds.
Oh, my head. Who? Oh, it's you. You followed me.
Oh, GIGI! If you wanted to have a snowball fight with your grandparents, you should have said so earlier. Papa Hildy was very worried, though he is glad to see that you are unarmed. Oh my gosh, I love that there's snowball fighting in the background.
It would seem he was struck by a snowball, much like these Steinbocks. These dead Steinbocks. Are you sure he isn't damaged?
As if a mere blow to the head could fell our GIGI, we Mandervilles are made of sterner stuff. I myself have been driven headfirst into the earth on no fewer than 24 occasions, several times from malms above, and my mind is no less brilliant for the experience. I expect the earth was no less brilliant for the experience. Why are you nodding? Oh, he's behind me, isn't he? What good fortune to cross paths with you lot so far from civilization. Forgive me for not taking notice earlier. I was engrossed in my duel with Julian. But how rude of me. Would you care to join us? We're gonna die.
Grandpapa Godbert, Grandpapa Godbert. Mama Nashu says you wield the powers of life and death. I beg of you, Grandpapa Godbert, grant me life, make me a real boy.
Aw, Pinocchio. GIGI wants to be a real boy.
Are you sure about this, son? It may sting a little. He's actually gonna do it?
I will endure whatever I must to become a real boy.
I don't know why I am, like, why I it always catches me off guard. Then let us begin. Nani?
This body is everything I ever want.
I've never... Can I just say, I was not expecting to see Vivi like this, okay?
This body, it's everything I ever wanted. It's perfect. Thank you, Grandpapa Godbert. Thank you.
Oh, but I have not even begun to begin. Biogot, guide my hammer. Oh my gosh, oh my god. Oh my god. Beauty and the Beast scene. What did he do? Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am shooketh. I am shooketh. The placement of this is perfect. Papa Hildy, I'm a Manderville man. Vivi, nah, beefy. Gigi, my son, come to your father. Let me have a look at you. Oh my god! This slow-mo. Papa Hildy. Gigi! Oh, she's crying. Oh my god. I'm like waiting for something's gonna happen. Bruh. Damn. Them lips though. Them. He looks so happy. Yeah, Julian's there. I saw her in the background fight. Now that brings back some memories. Papa Hildy, oh dear, who could have done such a thing? Oh no, oh, by the Fury, it's just like the vase all over again, miraculously restored to its original form. Oh no, Vivi sad, or Gigi sad. Gigi, my boy, upon further consideration, I believe that this body may suit you best. It is, how shall I put it, more manageable.
And much more adorable. But how can I ever be accepted as your son if I remain a mammoth?
Is that what's been troubling you all this time? But why didn't you say so? I swear, Hildebrand. I swear. Oh god. A Manderville is more than mere flesh and bone. He is vigor, compassion, honor, a gentleman for all seasons. Be you man or machine, it makes no difference. If they call you a Mamet, you look them in the eye and say, nay, I am a Manderville Mamet. Happy ending. Mother, father, forgive me for not consulting with you earlier, but circumstances forced my hand. I have formally adopted Gigi as my son and ward of House Manderville. Ye gods, I knew he was fond of the Mamet. But did you hear that, woman? Our son's gone and got himself a son.
Grandpapa Godbert! Grandpapa Godbert!
Ha! It all makes sense now, Grandpapa Godbert and Grandmama Julian.
I've been waiting years to hear those words. Grandpapa Godbert, Grandmama Julian. Few things in life are grander than becoming a grandparent, as they say. Ha ha ha! Is she just walking away? Is she just Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
And what's so bloody grand about it?
Oh no. Oh no, run. Does she not want Gigi? Okay, that has to be a warrior weapon. No, now that I've seen this has to be a warrior weapon. There's no other weapon. This warrior weapon, relic.
I'll not be made grandmother to a bloody buggering Mamet. It's past time I beat some sense into my beloved boy. Oh, she doesn't like Gigi?
Fury, take me. I'd heard the tales of dark nights before, but no, it couldn't be. No, I think it was something far worse. Heretical. Like, as not, but rules be damned. I'm not risking my life to find out. They're mad, utterly mad, the whole damn lot of them. How their house could rise to such prominence, I will never understand. Well, at least the Mamet seems to have overcome its existential crisis. But before today, I hadn't known a Mamet could even have an existential crisis. Wait, what am I saying? It's a Mamet! Why should I care what it claims to think or feel? Fury, take me! Their idiocy is infectious! I mustn't allow myself to fall prey to it. Follow procedure. Report to your superiors, one step at a time. One step at a time. And who are these? The heretics. Right then. My superiors, having been informed of the Mamet's adoption by House Manderville, as witnessed by House Forto, proceeded to take me to task for my gross mishandling of the situation. They remain convinced that the Mamet is a product of heretical machinations, and have commanded me to redouble my efforts to prove this incontrovertible fact. That may prove problematic, however, as Gigi seems to have forsaken his quest to recover his memories, and thrown himself wholly into his new life as a Manderville Mamet, casting about for any hint of a case alongside his doting father. In any case, though I do not share my superior's conviction, I think it's safe to say there is something exceedingly unusual about that Mamet. You saw with your own eyes how effortlessly it restored that vase, in itself, to its original form. Reconstructive magics are not particularly rare, but his are unlike any I have ever seen before. Yay, we finished chapter 2! Hey, at least I got one chapter out of the way. Oh my god. That bulge, though. The freaking vase was in it. See you, Inspector.
Tomorrow